Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is an updated video for anybody out there. We're going to talk about what is the Windows Insider program, and the reason I'm making an updated video is that rules have changed a little bit on the Windows Insider program. We now have different rings that will be of different values. Things for 2020 are different, and the Insider program will now be different from what it was in the past. So, first of all, what's the Windows Insider program? It gives you the opportunity to test future versions of Windows 10, see new features, and you're helping out at the same time in the Windows 10 development. Who should be or not be an insider? If you're a tech enthusiast, you know how to reinstall Windows, that means maybe it could be interesting to be a Windows insider. If you barely know how to use your computer and don't know how to reinstall Windows, stay away from the Insider program. It's not for you. Why? Because the Windows Insider program means you're testing beta code that is maybe buggy or has problems, and that's why you're an insider. You want to test that out to make sure that it doesn't end up with the Windows release for everybody. Although builds have been very stable and surprisingly stable, actually. I still hear from insiders that do have problems upgrading, or sometimes after an insider build has been released, computer doesn't start and stuff like that. It still happens and still could happen. So, of course, that's something to consider. Do not use your main PC as an insider PC. I don't think it's a good idea. You could dual boot. That would mean that you have your main Windows 10 and the Windows Insider at the same time. I consider that the best way to actually be an insider for most people is simply to have a separate PC. Maybe you have an old PC lying around that you don't have nothing that you can do with it, or you don't what to do. You don't know what to do. Well, maybe that could be an interesting aspect of being an insider, using another PC. That's what I do. I have an older PC for Windows Insider, and I have my newer PC for what is the regular Windows version. Being a Windows Insider does not give you a free access to Windows. If Windows is not activated, when you get regular versions in between, you are going to still have a non-activated Windows. So being a Windows Insider is not a way of getting a free ride to Windows. The rings have changed a little bit now, and the rules have changed. There are 3 rings for the Insider program. And how do you get access to that, first of all? Well, what you do is you simply go into your settings. And if you want to become an insider, you'll go into the Update and Security. On the bottom left, you'll see Windows Insider Program. Here, you will actually click Get Started button. Here we go, Get Started. Once you choose that, you will be asked, of course, a Microsoft account. You need to have a Microsoft account to be an insider. You will be asked to choose rings. It will give you fast ring, slow ring, release preview. What's the difference? The fast ring is you're testing out all sorts of things from the future with Windows 10. There's no more you are testing the next version. We used to know what version we were testing. Fast ring doesn't work like that anymore. Fast ring will be you test out new features, test out all sorts of things from the future, and it will stay like that. So that's if you want to be in the fast lane and always check out the latest stuff, that's where you go. Slow ring is going to be the ring where you're testing out the next version of Windows. So that means that right now you are testing out 20H1, the version coming out early next year. And it's at build 19041 right now. This one will always be like that, testing of the next version of Windows. And the release preview will be most of the time testing out what is currently released and testing out make sure that everything's all right, until the very end, when Slowring gets what we think is the latest version, the new version. It will then be moved to release preview, where you'll be testing it out just before it's actually released. So that's how the rings are working. You want to be in the fast lane and check out all the new features all the time? Fast ring. You want to just test the next version of Windows? Slow ring. You want to have the least amount of problems possible and test out the versions that are coming out before they are released? Release preview, which has a lot less updates than the other rings. So that's the Insider program, and that's how you access the Insider program, by going into your settings in Windows Insider program. As for the rest, enjoy, have fun testing out, and of course, you'll be part of millions of people testing Windows 10, making sure that it's all right. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.